Did you know that certain words and actions can hurt your dog? It's a startling thought, isn't it? We all love our dogs and want the best for them, but sometimes we might be doing things that unintentionally cause them distress or harm. And this doesn't just refer to physical harm. Words, tone of voice, and even our general behavior can have a significant impact on our four-legged friends. For instance, yelling or using derogatory words could damage their self-esteem. Ignoring them when they seek attention, or leaving them alone for too long, may cause them to feel stressed or lonely. And let's not forget about physical punishment, which can instill fear and break the bond of trust between you and your dog. Understanding these harmful actions and words can help us become better pet parents, fostering a healthier and happier environment for our dogs. So are you ready? Let's dive into understanding what these harmful words and actions are. First on our list is yelling or raising your voice. Now, we're not talking about those excited, happy yells when your dog does something incredibly adorable. No, we're discussing the kind of yelling that stems from frustration or anger. You see, dogs have a keen sense of hearing, and loud noises can be quite frightening to them. Imagine this. You're having a peaceful nap, and suddenly a loud, thunderous sound jolts you awake. You didn't see it coming, and it scares you. That's how a dog feels when we raise our voice unexpectedly. This sudden loud noise can cause stress in your furry friend, leading to anxiety and fear-based responses. Moreover, yelling doesn't help in correcting unwanted behavior. Dogs do not understand our language. They respond to the tone of our voice and our body language. When you yell, your dog might not understand why you're upset, leading to confusion and fear instead of learning. So what's the alternative? How can you communicate your displeasure without resorting to yelling? The answer lies in using a firm but calm voice. This approach allows you to convey your message without causing unnecessary stress or fear. When your dog does something you don't approve of, say no in a firm, calm voice. It's essential to do this immediately so they can associate the no with their action. Consistency is key here. The more consistent you are with your commands, the faster your dog will understand what you want from them. And remember, patience is your best friend in this journey. Training a dog takes time, and there will be moments of frustration, but it's crucial to keep your cool and handle these moments with calm assertiveness. In the end, it's all about establishing a relationship of trust and respect with your dog. When you communicate your commands calmly and assertively, your dog will see you as their leader and will be more willing to follow your instructions. Remember, dogs respond better to calm, assertive leadership than to loud, intimidating voices. Next, we have physical punishment. This is an area that requires our utmost attention. It's saddening to note that some people still resort to physical punishment as a means to discipline their dogs. This could come in the form of hitting, kicking, or even biting. However, it's important to understand that these actions instill fear in dogs rather than respect. It's a common misconception that dogs will behave better if they are afraid of their owners. This is not the case. Fear breeds anxiety, and anxious dogs are more likely to act out in unpredictable ways. Moreover, physical punishment damages the trust between you and your dog. Dogs are incredibly loyal creatures who thrive on love and trust. When you resort to physical punishment, you're breaking this bond of trust. You're teaching your dog to associate you with pain and fear rather than safety and comfort. So, what's the alternative? If physical punishment is out of the question, how do we correct our dogs when they misbehave? The answer lies in non-physical discipline methods. These methods are rooted in understanding, patience, and positive reinforcement. For instance, if your dog has a habit of chewing on furniture instead of resorting to hitting, try redirecting their attention to a chew toy. When they choose the chew toy over the furniture, reward them with praise or a treat. This way, your dog learns to associate good behavior with positive outcomes rather than associating misbehavior with fear and pain. Consider enlisting the help of a professional dog trainer if you're struggling with your dog's behavior. They can provide you with effective, non-physical strategies to address the issue. Remember, it's not about dominating your dog, but guiding them towards good behavior. In conclusion, physical punishment is not just cruel, it's ineffective. It instills fear, damages trust, and often worsens behavior problems. Dogs deserve to be treated with kindness and respect, always. Physical punishment is never the answer. There are always better, more compassionate ways to correct a dog's behavior. Another harmful action is leaving your dog alone for long periods. This is because dogs are incredibly social animals. They thrive on interaction and companionship, whether that's with their fellow canine companions or with us, their human family. When dogs are left alone for extended periods, they can experience something known as separation anxiety. This can manifest in numerous ways, from destructive behavior like chewing on furniture or excessive barking, to more subtle signs like excessive drooling or pacing. It's their way of expressing their distress and discomfort. Our furry friends don't have a concept of time like we do. So whether you're gone for an hour or a day, to them, it can feel like forever. This can lead to feelings of abandonment and can severely impact their mental health. Now, we understand that life can get busy. Maybe you have a full-time job, or perhaps you have to run errands that don't allow for a canine companion. So what can you do to ensure that your dog isn't left alone for too long? Firstly, consider your routine. If you're able, try to space out the time you're away from home. Come back for lunch if you can, or perhaps consider taking your dog to work if it's permitted. Secondly, think about enlisting the help of a trusted friend, family member, or professional dog walker. Having someone drop by to give your dog some attention, playtime, or a walk can make a world of difference to their day. Thirdly, invest in some stimulating toys or puzzles for your dog. These can help keep their minds active and reduce feelings of boredom or loneliness. Lastly, consider doggy daycare or a pet sitter. These options provide your dog with interaction and stimulation throughout the day, staving off that loneliness and anxiety. Ignoring your dog can also cause harm. Yes, you heard that right. Dogs, like humans, crave attention and companionship. They are social creatures, and when they are ignored, especially when they are actively seeking attention, it can lead to feelings of loneliness and stress. Imagine yourself in a social gathering trying to strike up a conversation, but everyone seems to turn a blind eye to you. It doesn't feel good, does it? The same goes for our four-legged friends. They may not be able to express their feelings in words, but their actions speak volumes. A dog who is ignored might become anxious, depressed, or even act out in frustration. Now, this doesn't mean you need to shower your dog with constant attention. That's not healthy either. Instead, it's about striking a balance. Make sure you are giving your dog enough attention, but also teach them to be comfortable when they are alone. Engage with your dog, play with them, and show them love and affection. This can be as simple as a pat on the head, a belly rub, or a playful game of fetch in the backyard. Quality time with your dog not only strengthens your bond with them, but also contributes to their overall happiness and well-being. When your dog is seeking attention, don't just brush them off. They might be trying to tell you something. Maybe they want to play, or they're bored, or perhaps they're not feeling well. Learning to understand your dog's signals is an important aspect of being a responsible and loving pet owner. In the end, remember that your dog is not just a pet. They are family. They deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and love. Ignoring them is not just harmful, it's unfair. They give us their unconditional love and loyalty, and the least we can do in return is to acknowledge their presence and make them feel loved and valued. Never underestimate the power of a little attention and affection. It can go a long way in ensuring your dog's happiness and well-being. Using derogatory words can also hurt your dog. This statement may surprise some of us. After all, dogs cannot understand human language, right? Well, not quite. While they may not comprehend our complex language, they are remarkably adept at picking up on emotional cues, tone of voice, and even certain words. Imagine you're having a bad day. You come home and your dog has chewed up your favorite pair of shoes. In your frustration, you might be tempted to scold your dog using words like stupid or bad. But let's think about what this does to your furry friend. Dogs, like humans, have a sense of self-esteem. They thrive on approval and positive reinforcement. When we repeatedly use negative or derogatory words, it affects them. They may not understand the exact meaning of stupid or bad, but they can certainly sense the negative emotion behind it. This can damage their self-esteem and lead to behavioral issues, such as anxiety or aggression. Consider this: when a dog is praised or rewarded, it's not just the treat or the pat on the head that they enjoy. It's also the positive emotion behind these actions that they respond to. The same goes for negative words and emotions. They can sense our frustration or anger, which can cause them stress and anxiety. So what should we do instead? The answer is positive reinforcement. Instead of scolding your dog for chewing up your shoes, try redirecting their behavior to a suitable chew toy, and then praising them when they use it. Use words and tones that convey love, approval, and positivity. This will encourage good behavior and protect your dog's self-esteem. Remember, dogs are emotionally sensitive creatures. They look to us for guidance, approval, and love. So it's important to communicate with them in a way that promotes positive behavior and emotional well-being. Words matter. Use them wisely. Now that we've covered the main harmful actions and words, let's summarize. Throughout this video, we've explored a variety of behaviors and words that can inadvertently harm our dogs. From yelling or raising our voice, which can scare them and cause stress, to physical punishment, a harsh method that instills fear and damages the trust between us and our furry friends. We've also discussed the impact of leaving dogs alone for extended periods. As social creatures, they can feel stressed when isolated for too long. Ignoring our dogs, especially when they seek our attention, can lead to feelings of loneliness and stress. Moving on, we've talked about the use of derogatory words. Repeated negative words like stupid or bad can hurt their self-esteem. Over-restricting their actions can cause stress, and failing to meet their basic needs such as food, water, exercise, and medical care jeopardizes their health and happiness. Lastly, we've highlighted the confusion and stress dogs can experience if rules and attitudes are inconsistent. Dogs thrive on predictability, and our failure to provide that can lead to anxiety and stress. The takeaway from all of this is the importance of treating our dogs with consistent kindness and understanding. Dogs are not just pets, they are our family members, our companions, and they deserve to be treated with the same respect and love we show to our fellow humans. If a dog displays problematic behavior, it is crucial to understand the root cause and address it positively. Discipline should be a learning experience, not a punishment. And always remember, the language of love and patience is universal. It transcends species and is understood by all, including our canine friends. With love and respect, you can build a strong bond of trust with your dog. Remember, a happy dog is a healthy dog.